Yep.
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Carol. Did you make that cuppa? Hi, Lane. Hi, Karen. Now, I seem to have misplaced my cutting guide, so we might have to wing this. Hi, Jen. Everybody well? What have you been doing? Let's just put this light on and see if it makes any difference. There we go. Right, so last week we didn't finish doing what we were doing. So we've made our flips and flaps and put some of the inserts on. But as I recall, we haven't done anything with the back. Oh, we have. Oh, ignore that bit then. But we've still got to do the back, which is a stacked pocket, I think. So, you drank both of them, Carol. Oh, that's rotten. Hi, Tracy. I think I'll join you, Karen. I think maybe I've had a headache all week. I think it's gone now, but yeah.
No, I'm still here.
And somebody who shall remain nameless is meant to be working hard instead of not. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Kelly. Yeah, well, I need to do mine, but I'll do it next week. Hi, Kishwa. Right, okay, so we've done this bit, and we've done this bit, and we've done this bit. So what we need to do, it's going to be a quick class tonight, because I haven't done the cutting guide for any more, is we're going to do this. Now, this is a pocket, okay, with a very, very, very big photo mat in it, okay. So a very big one, which I can't get back in the pocket because it's stuck. And then what we've got here is we've got a stacked pocket, okay, with some very long photo mats. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do one on one side, and obviously we've got one on the other. So this will take all of about 10 minutes, but never mind. Actually, we could start making a waterfall. Let's see how we go. Not that I've done the cutting guide for it, but I'm pretty certain I can remember how to do it. Right, so let me put that to one side. Let me grab the one that I've got, and Mark's going to have to tell me the sizes. Just let me get rid of my sister, who's decided to just message me. There we go. We're going to make these big pockets to go down the side here that are stacked. So let's start with that. So you're going to need your trimmer, and you're going to need a couple of sheets of card. So these are going to be 12 by 12 card, aren't they? What's the size of the big pockets? I think it's the top of the second page. Oh, that doesn't help, does it? Hold on.
Large failure, part 2, pages 1 and 2 continued.
Let me, I'll pull this up. Hang on. With you in a minute. Everything's gone slow now. Right, well, there's me. Scroll down a bit. Oh, there it is. Right, okay, so I think, right, yep, 5 by 12 inches. So cut two at 5 by 12 inches. Obviously, if you're using 12 by 12 paper card for this bit, this makes it nice and easy. So cut those at 5 inches. And then I want you to cut 2 at 5.5 by 4 inches. So 2 at 5.5 by 4. And then 2 at 5.5 by 3.5. Right. We'll cut out the inserts afterwards. Okay, so scoreboard. Now, I've been working hard on a new book all day, and I had my embossing tool.
Oh, no.
And I thought I'd tidied it up, but I think I must have put it somewhere safe, which means I'll never find it again, basically.
We found your punch.
We did, which was exactly where I said it was, except it wasn't there to start with. Oh, I'm going to have to use a different one. Okay, right. So first of all, we're going to score on there were 5 by 12, weren't they?
Yes.
Okay, so this is just a simple pocket. We've done these loads before. So I want you to score on the 5-inch side. So that means put 5 inches at the top. And I want you to score at 1/2 inch. Turn it round so we're scoring on the 12-inch side. And I want you to score at 1/2 inch. And I want you to score at 11.5 inches. Same for the other one. You're scoring on the 5-inch side at 1/2 inch. And you're going to score on the 12-inch side at 1/2 inch and at 11.5 inches. So what you've got is this long pocket with 3 intersecting score lines, okay? Right, now, the 5.5 by 4-inch ones, I want you to score on the 4-inch side at 1/2 inch. This is much sharper than my other one. I'm worried I'm going to go through my card. And then on the 5.5 inch side, I want you to score at 1/2 inch and at 5 inches. And that's the same on both. So you're scoring on the 4-inch side at 1/2 inch. And you're going to score on the 5.5 inch side at 1/2 inch and at 5 inches. Oh, 5 inches. The last piece, we're scoring, these are 5.5 by 3.5. We're scoring on the 5.5 inch side at 1/2 inch and at 5 inches, but instead of scoring at 1/2 inch on the 3.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1 inch. Okay, so on the 5.5 inch side, you're scoring at 1/2 inch and you're scoring at 5 inches. And then you're going to score on the 3.5 inch side, at 1 inch, not 1/2 inch like I've just done, at 1 inch. Okay, right, now I don't need the cutting guide anymore. I'm going to come back to you guys. 2 ticks. Might take a minute now because it's just lost you all. Oh, there you are. Okay, right. Right, okay. Cough medicine. What have I missed up? Oh, I see. Oh, are you doing the drinking game? Okay, so we're going to start with the long. We might as well start with the long pockets. So if you're doing the drinking game, you're going to like this bit. We're going to cut off this corner here where the score lines intersect, okay? So what does that mean? It means, I know. So we're going to snip up to where the score lines intersect, turn the scissors, and miter that corner, but not straight across. It's going to have a bit of a kink in it. And you're going to do the same on both pieces, okay? So cut up to the score line, change the angle of your scissors, and cut off that little box where the 2 score lines intersect. Okay. Right. Yes. Kinky miter. Did your stuff turn up, Lorraine? I've been wondering about that all afternoon. Right. So I'm folding on those score lines. I'm going to get my big bow. Oh, it's here. My big boner, because I've lost my little one. I still haven't unpacked from the weekend. So I'm sure it will turn up at some point. But, you know, actually a lot of stuff is still missing from the weekend that I haven't unpacked. So I'm hoping will turn up. We'll see. Okay, so It's going to burnish these corners, these flaps. Customs have got it. Oh, for goodness sake. I presume it's well marked. Oh dear. The joys of shipping.
Oh.
Although yours is far more important than anything I've ever shipped. Okay, right. So I've got my pockets all mitered, cut and burnished. So I'm going to open up my little book and I'm going to start with the left-hand side because why not? So I've opened up all the flaps and things that I've already made and I'm going to put this long pocket down this left-hand side here, but it's going to have the opening pointing to the right. So this is the left-hand side and this is going to have the opening pointing to the right. So I'm going to glue it all the way around here, okay? So let's... Oh, I knew I should have picked up some more glue.
You want to get it today?
No, it's fine. There's plenty as long as I'm patient.
Oh.
And we all know that I'm not patient.
I was going to say you're so patient.
I forgot... Tracy will be amused by this story. I forgot to say in class last night in my group that Wendy had almost got herself banned out of the Scrap Lab group. I thought of you, Tracy, when it happened, because she was a little bit unhappy with changes in the group in terms of, Facebook doing its thing. And she said something about removing the hands at the wrist. And she got removed, or the comment got removed for inciting violence. Now, if you've ever met Wendy, or you've actually just got anything to do with Wendy, you'll just know she is the least violent person you are ever going to meet. But it made me laugh. Right, okay, so the right-hand one, I'm going to put the pocket with the opening facing to the left. Easy.
Easy, yeah. Easy.
So let's put some glue. On there like that. And let's pop that down on there. Oh, yeah, that's right. She lost the tabs at the top of the page, didn't she, Jen? Yeah, she wasn't happy. So she said her disapproval of the situation with a consequence for Facebook. And they removed it. I'm glad they didn't remove her. Oh, hi, Wendy. There you go. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were here or not. That's what happened, isn't it? So basically, yeah, you got a violation, an incitement to violence. Made me laugh. It made Sue laugh as well. So you see, even the great Wendy is not what's the word I want? Not is prone to come on the bad side of rules. Okay, right. So that is, I might as well stay on this side now. That is the big pockets in. But what we need to do now is put the stack pockets in. So this is the piece that we've got with the 3 score lines on it, but the 1/2 inch all the way round, not the 1 inch. This is the 3 inch. No, it's not. Not the 1 inch. This is the 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to kinky miter those corners. And then with these ones that have got the 1 inch thingy at the bottom, I'm going to do the pants cut. Who was it said the pants cut? Was it Tracy? But we decided that this was the pants mitre
Tracy all the rain.
because it looks like a pair of pants.
Yeah. And then you got the what was the other one? I've got them in a spreadsheet somewhere.
Actually, that's something we can do with you moderators. We need to get that glossary done because that is funny.
I've done most of it.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Well, we need to add some other bits in just for a laugh.
Yeah.
That could be really funny. Oh, you're very organised.
Well, I didn't think it looking over here.
Oh. Carol had some comments removed this week. Nice little Carol who never hurt anyone. They need to get real and go after the villains. They'll probably be banned. Oh, yeah. I don't think they do. It's always the wrong people. Leave some terrible things up, actually. Right. So let's fold and burnish. If you're in my other group, you'll know that my task for today was to work on a mini book that we're making for the Jubilee, and you'll be delighted to hear that it may well be finished for tomorrow, and it's coming along quite nicely. And I think you're going to like it like you like the Bloom Street. I think it's going to be another Bloom Street. No, Tracy, I said that you'd appreciate the story about Wendy of all people getting a violation for inciting violence in the Scrap Lab group because she said that she was a little bit unhappy at some changes that had been made by Facebook and that she would remove their hands at the wrist, and they didn't like that, so she got into trouble. Right, okay, so this one that's got the
yes, Tracy, our Wendy.
Yes, our Wendy, exactly that.
Cake Wendy.
Yeah, Cake Wendy, Gatekeeper Wendy, right hand woman Wendy, lovely Wendy who wouldn't hurt a fly Wendy.
Max's friend Wendy.
Right, so this one with the inch at the bottom, I've just folded those over like that because before I burnish them, I want to just make sure it fits. So this score line here at an inch, all that's for is just to guide us so we know how far the pocket goes into that one. So that seems to fit quite nicely. So I'm going to burnish it. Let's slip that in there and stick that down. I know, hilarious. Made me laugh. It made Sue laugh too. Okay, and then we're going to do the one on the other side. What have you done?
All kinds of bother.
With what? You're printing or you?
Everything. I haven't done the room. I need to have a tidy up, I think.
I don't know about a tidy up. We need to really sort out the desks in here.
Yes, I think that's the main problem, isn't it?
Yeah, we haven't got room. We keep saying we're going to have a complete revamp of the craft room.
It on CAD. That's about
What, really to scale this time? Instead of thinking that
scale,
we got some, like 3-acre craft room.
That was just a dream.
Oh, yeah. We need to get that sorted because it's getting a bit out of hand now. I'm glad you can't see it in here. It's terrible. Right, okay, so same on that side. Fold that in. Let's see if it slips in, which it does. Yes, you may borrow my scissors.
Thank you.
They must be downstairs somewhere. So what's everybody? Oh, hi David. What's everybody got planned for the weekend? Because I know it's somebody's birthday on Sunday.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, it must be someone really important.
Somebody really important. Aha.
To you.
Very important to me and other people. Mark's 21 again.
Yes.
Yes, it's stuck on the bottom. It's stuck. No, you're right, Kishwa. This bottom bit, that's not stuck because what it means is that that's not going to be, that's too wide. Let me find something that's okay. Right, so you've got this pocket, okay, and then this pocket, but all it does really is it's still the length of the whole big pocket. It's not stuck at the bottom. It's just that score line is just to guide us where it fits. 21 plus VAT. That's right. Yep, that's it exactly. Oh, Wendy's going on holiday.
Ooh.
Oh no! What will we do? Be a bit of a disaster. I've got about 4 different sorts of black cardstock going on here. Never mind. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the inserts, photo mats. So I'm just going to skip back, leave you a second to my cutting guide, which hopefully will pop up in a minute. Yesterday, and we are going to cut 2 at 4 1/8.
Yep.
Hang on. 2 at 4 1/8 by 5 1/2. So 4 1/8 by 5 1/2. And then we want 2 at 4 1/8 by 10 1/4. That's a big one. So 2 at 4 1/8 by 10 1/4. And then finally, we've got the big ones, which are, and we want 2 of these, 7 1/2 by 10 1/2. So 2 at 7 1/2 by 10 1/2. Okay, now I'm going to round my edges. If I can find my corner rounder. At least I know where that is. Let me come back onto the other one. So let's round those. My trimmer is it's a Fiskars Precision trimmer, and it is a big hefty thing. They ain't cheap, but they are worth every penny because it's a rotary cutter, and which means it doesn't need blades. The other trimmer that I use a lot is a ordinary Fiskars trimmer with blades. But if you go onto Amazon and you put it in your basket, it will tell you when the price changes, because I've seen these for £120, but mine cost what, 63, was it, Mark?
Something like that, yeah. Because
it was on Amazon. It varies. It hovers a lot around the £70 mark, but you can get it, say, as cheap as 63, and it is worth every penny.
Currently 73.99.
Yeah, 73.99 currently. The only problem with it is that in the middle, because it folds, in the middle, you've got like this gap where you haven't got any sizes, and it's just right on the 6-inch mark, which, to be honest with you, is a pain in the butt. But I don't think you can see it very well here, but Mark's made this little hack, which you can easily download from us, absolutely free of charge. And there's a video as well explaining how to add it into your onto your trimmer. And it's like kind of made out of acetate, and it tells you where those missing measurements are. So you see, when I've battered mine, but when I close it, I've got this piece of acetate that goes over the. It's brilliant. It makes such a difference. Yeah.
And I won't repeat Vicky's description of that feature of the fold.
Oh God, yeah. We interviewed a friend of mine on Tuesday, who makes junk journals. Yes, she
had a very good description of that feature.
Yeah, she did. The fact that it's right in the wrong place.
Yeah. I'm not repeating. You'll have to watch the video.
Yeah. Right, so let's put these in.
Carl says, thanks for the info on the trimmer.
That's all right, anytime. I'd like to say that we'd carry them, but to be honest with you, well, yeah, except at wholesale, they cost me more than you can get them off Amazon.
And then the postage.
And then the postage was like 10 quid. It was, yeah, so we just tell people to get them off Amazon, which is terrible, really. But
yeah,
we should do one of. Yeah, we should. Yeah, I did have one.
Yeah, you did create one.
I did, but it's gone.
It's expired.
Yeah, because I never used it.
Oh, no.
I know. Right. Okay. So I'm just putting my my photo mats, my inserts into there, so you can decorate all of that up this week. Now, if you remember on my folio, wherever I put them, where have I put the folio? Where is it? What the heck? Oh, here it is. Right. This is a little bit thicker than ideally it could be in terms of fitting into. Yes, I think it works for that as it works for that as well, Tracy. Yeah, it's just so it's not too thick for what it is, but it's just a little tad too thick for fitting into the box. Because when I made this, I was over at my dad's, and I didn't have the box with me, so it could do with like being a trifle thinner. And I think the reason that it's so thick is because when you open it up, I've got two of these, what do you call them? Waterfall. Oh, I've got, hang on. There we go. Right, I'm back. So I think the problem is that I've put two of these in. So if you're making it on its own, it doesn't matter. You can put two of these on. Otherwise, I might be inclined to. I don't know what I'd do actually. I mean, it will fit. Here, look, I'll show you. Yeah, no, not yet. I'm working on it. Like here's the box. Right, I am about to get. I'm going to hit something again in a minute. So if I put this in,
I think David's a bit beyond the times. He says, I think I need 10p for the meter.
Uh,
I think he means £10
yeah.
these days.
See, it does fit and it does shut, but it's just a little bit tight. Yeah, that's all. It will fit, but I don't know. It's up to you. I'd be inclined to try and make it a bit thinner if I could. So,
one waterfall.
Yeah, maybe one waterfall and just put like a little pocket or something. But we can talk about that. So anyway,
even further behind the times. Somebody got shilling for the meter.
Oh yeah. So I haven't done a cutting guide for this. So Mark hasn't actually. You won't have any things. It might be worth just.
Have I got type stuff then?
Yeah, but I was just thinking whether or not maybe we should just leave it for next week.
It's only 8 o'clock.
I know, that's what bothers me.
What are we going to do?
Well, the cutting guide for the waterfall. Do you want to do the waterfall tonight, or do you want to wait until next week when I've done a proper cutting guide and stuff for it? Is there anything else that you want to talk about whilst we're here, or do you want to like be let out of class early? What do you reckon? Wendy, do you think she's been banned indeed?
Yes.
Cheek. The cheek. Not yet, but I'm working on it.
Kishwan says next week is okay.
Okay.
Or Elaine says yes, carry on. So you, yeah.
Shall I
Oh dear. See has asked a question.
What's that?
I think you might have a very good answer for. Cricket. Is it worth the price?
Oh, I was going to say, if you're talking about the game, no. I think there are two sorts of people in this world. They're crafters.
I think there's 10.
Yeah, thank you.
Those
I know.
who understand binary.
And those who don't. Yeah. You're right. Well, actually, there's probably 3 because you've got cricket, silhouettes, and scan and cuts. I've owned a cricket, and I currently own a scan and cut. And I know people who love their crickets. They would just die without them. They're just the most amazing piece of equipment ever made. But it didn't work for me. I didn't like it myself.
Plus the way they might have fixed it.
Yeah,
they used to store their.
Yeah, I had a few problems, and I lost all my work, and because you couldn't at the time store it locally. So I have a scan and cut, which I absolutely love, but I think they work very, very differently. So maybe it's more to do with the way that your brain works. So my brain isn't tuned into cricket, but my brain is tuned into a scan and cut. And I think I wouldn't say that one was better than the other. They're different, but I think the way that they work is different. So I think you'd have to. Well, I don't use mine often, to be honest, but that's not to say that I wouldn't. If I would use mine a lot more if I was crafting personally. Does that make sense? Rather than just thinking about classes and stuff, because I can't really use it for a class because not everybody's got one, if that makes sense. My sister has got a Cricut Joy, which is the little one. Now, she's not crafty, but she uses it to make labels for her. She's really into like house organization and stuff. So she uses it to make labels for that. And it's just perfect. It's absolutely perfect. But it just depends, it just depends what you're going to use it for.
I never got on with the silhouette much. She likes a Cricut maker.
Yeah. Oh, the old cartridge type was brilliant. I could work that out. That was always fine. Yeah, it's one of those difficult ones. What I was going to say, no, of course you're not here. I was going to say, because in the UK, you can go and try a Cricut at your local Hobbycraft. They've gone mad for Cricut. So it's worth having a look. And certainly in the UK, there's a lot of face-to-face groups that meet for scan and cut. So yeah, and I would say that with both machines, unless you are prepared to put the work in to learn how to use them, you just don't.
I think you can get frustrated.
Yeah, just don't. You've got to realise that it's not just plug and play. You've got to put the effort in to learn it and how it works. If you're not got the time to do that, then I really wouldn't bother, honestly, because I learned that. I didn't do so much with my cricket, but I've learnt my scan and cut properly with proper classes. John Bloodsworth, the gentleman crafter, absolutely brilliant bloke. He's absolutely amazing. And he does. He's actually got a scan and cut group on Facebook, but he's also got. I paid for his classes on Udemy, and you can often get them at like £10 because they're on offer, and they are worth 50 times that because they are so good. They're just so good. And I've done a face-to-face class with him as well, which was really great. But I think, I think it's absolutely personal choice. And I mean, like Paige Evans, she uses a silhouette, doesn't she? So it's just, I would definitely say you need to research it and be prepared to put the work in. That's my experience of it. There we go. Yeah, mine is as well, Kishwar. I just don't switch it on.
It's right by you, though.
It is right by me, yes. Here, shall I show you this before we go? I don't know if you know, but we do face-to-face retreats, and we've got we've got 2 in October. They're the same retreat. They're just 1 week after the other because the first one sold out so quickly. But we've got a couple of spaces left on the second one, which I think is it's around the 10th. Hold on. I'm looking at November. It's the 10th to the 12th of October, which is a Monday to a Wednesday. But anyway, look, I thought you'd like to see this. There's 2 versions, and this is the Alice one. This is the Graphic 45 Alice one that we're going to be making at the retreat. And this is a tunnel book. So when you open it up, each page has a cutout in it.
Ryan says, no, please, I still can't decide which book.
Oh, sorry. I don't know where my other one is. The other one's using Lady Vagabond, and I'm not quite sure where I've put it. You wouldn't, which is surprising because it's huge.
Is it in that bag?
I don't know where it is. I think it might. What, on the top of the
one
on the top of the wardrobe?
The one next door.
I think it might be in a bag on the top of the wardrobe.
No, I don't think it is.
I do. Anyway, so it's a tunnel book. So when you look through, you've got different images that make up a whole image, which I like the idea of doing it with Alice because she falls down a rabbit hole, doesn't she? So that's going to be the book that one of the books we're making. You can choose, but it's got like, because it's like so focused on the pictures and not much room for photographs. And at the end of the day, these are meant to be, for photos. It's got pockets at either side, at either end, which are full of photo mats. So it's definitely a book that you can put photos in. So if anybody wants to know more information about that, you can find it on our website, which is calsummers.co.uk. And I said we've got some space on the second week, not on the first one. And so we're doing exactly the same book as well. You can choose between this or the Lady Vagabond lifestyle. And I am quite pleased with that, I have to say. I do quite like it. And Lorraine had it in her hands on Saturday. Yes, you did. Well, was it? Yeah, weekend. Yep. Yeah.
What's the weight of the black cardstock in the Alice book?
In the Alice book, it's 240 GSM. It's quite heavy.
240.
Yeah, it's quite a solid one because it's quite a big book. So we want it to be quite solid. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. It's one of those few books that I keep looking at and I think, I quite like this one. That one turned out all right. She did. She meant the book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right, okay, so I think, it's 8:10. Next week we'll come back and we'll do the waterfall, and I'll have a look at just a simple pocket, I think, for the other waterfall. and we'll take it from there. So thank you very much for joining us this evening. I'm sorry it was such a short class. Oh, I'm losing my Jubilee book. Oh my God, that's falling off the back. Oh. So I'll get on with that. And then if you want to have a look at that, I'll probably be showing it hopefully about 5-ish tomorrow night. We'll see, because we were going to go out, weren't we?
No pressure.
No.
Yeah, we wasn't doing that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Because it's somebody's birthday on Sunday. So we'll see you back here next Thursday. Take care, everybody. And if you need any help or you get stuck, just pop me a message. All right, then. Bye.
Oh.